Myers. Boy, one hunting story just leads to another. This is another John Canty. San Luis Valley, near Alamosa, near Sanford, Colorado. Spring, fall, I guess, because it was duck season. And John had invited us to go, and I can't remember if both of my boys were along or not, but at least one was. And John had invited the neighbor boys. There's 3 or 4 boys, his 2 and I think 2 more. We driving around, and he approaches this lake, and he stops, and he looks down there. It's one of those deals, I think it was an early season, that if you shot a hen, you got a lot of points taken off, but if you shot a male, there's only 10 points, and you could get more ducks legally. So he counted and thought it was worthwhile, and told the boys, go ahead, fan out, and crawl down there and shoot those ducks. So the boys all get out, and they fan out, so that they're coming in on the lake, covering a fair amount of the coverage that the ducks might come up to. Well, while the boys are crawling, John keeps counting, and he had excellent hearing. He said, you know, he said, those kids aren't going to have much luck there. And I've been listening, and he said, there is a big bunch of ducks just down there below the lake on the river. I hadn't heard a thing. He not only had heard, he'd heard enough that he was confident that we better go for that rather than this. So he starts up the pickup. We're heading down there. Pickup Jeep. I can't remember exactly what John did drive. Oh, I think it was a Dodge. 4-wheel Dodge. 4-wheel drive. He was really proud of that vehicle, I know that. And we eased down there, and of course as we eased down, the ducks all rise off of the lake, and boy, I'm telling you, those kids all looked up like, what the heck are you doing? We've been down here on our bellies crawling for 10 or 15 minutes, and just getting close to the ducks, and you scare them off. John says, no, boys, believe me, you're going to get your shooting. So they get in the vehicle, and we go on down, stop well back from the river, and now I can even hear the ducks. He positions the boys. He tells me to hold. So he positions the boys, and then he said, now follow me, don't make a sound. But he said, be ready to fire. I had a double-barrel shotgun. We are creeping along very slow. John, he doesn't seem to be creeping. He's just very quietly walking, slowly walking. You could hear ducks. They were having a church convention over there. Maybe it was a political convention. I don't know. A lot of ducks just up there on that river. But when he got into the position that he knew when we got up that we would spook those ducks back towards where he had positioned those boys across the river, he stepped in. Ducks got up in waves. I know I fired the double barrel twice. And the boys over there, boom, 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 they were firing away. I don't remember if John shot or not. I think John probably didn't, because he might have been a little worried we were going to get more ducks than we ought to get. I don't remember how many ducks there were. But I know there was a lot of careful counting to see if we were going to be all right if the wardens came along. Magnificent hunting skills and a generous spirit. Yes, I got some ducks. But I knew, yes, I scored. I got some ducks. And the boys all shot at the ducks as they went over, and all of them, I'm sure, felt like they were the successful hunters that dropped some ducks that dropped into the river. Never spent an hour, a minute, or a day with John Canty And John, I want to say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to your wife, Jean, thank you. And to your boys, thank you. And to your daughter, 2 daughters. Can't remember. I know one daughter at least. Great, great people, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope the rest of you have enjoyed the stories.